Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine.
Hello there and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. I thought that we would start this video with looking back on last week's video where we added in the ultimate privacy screen. This is how it's looking on our reclaimed patio that we totally made over in a couple of videos ago. We added in some fall touches here, and this is how we left off in our last video. So today we are back at it in the front yard. So we're heading out front. I'm going to give you a quick look at how we're looking in the front. We have a bunch of projects that we're working on. And today I decided that we were going to work on extending the flower bed. As you face the home, it's the flower bed, the largest one, facing on the left hand side. So I'm just going to slowly pan around so you can see how the front porch is looking. The beautiful stained steps that we did early spring, and we are going to change this over to be warm and cozy for the fall in our next video. So this is how we decorated it for summer, and now we're going to go over and we're going to take a look at how the bed is looking and all of the work that we're going to be doing in today's video. So remember, we're still in the process of removing all of the grass that's out here in the front, and we're going to be transitioning over to artificial turf. Now I know a lot of you guys don't like artificial turf, but it is the best solution for my front area. So this is the bed that we are going to be extending today. But before we start on this project, I just wanted to show you guys the reverse side of the screen that we worked on last week. Now, I told you guys that we were going to be making some additions to this screen. One of the additions that we're making is we're finishing my neighbor's side. So we're doing boards on the back side as well. And we decided to space them a little further apart. And also with putting that extra wood on the back side, it's actually making the screen a lot more stable and sturdier. So we went back to Lowe's and we picked up additional wood, and we're spacing it. It's funny because we're using the box of screws as our spacer, and I think it turned out amazing. Now I was talking to my neighbors and he prefers to just have the raw wood, but he's leaving it up to us to decide. So let me know down below, do you think I should just leave it with the raw wood and you can see the gray slate color shining through, or do you think that I should finish it? So vote down below. So we're still not going all the way down to the ground because I do want to underplant it. We are going to be finishing off the edge of the fence now that it's double layer. We have to do some type of capping on the side, but this is where we're going to leave it for now. You guys vote down below, and we're definitely going to be coming back and improving on this even further. So now we're going to head back to the front, and we're going to just start cleaning all of the bushes that, you know, we just haven't had a chance to just trim back. They had tremendous amount of growth over the summer. We have a lot of ivy that is very old, and it basically was underneath all of these evergreens and also hidden on the patio, because the patio that we worked on is right behind these evergreens here. So a lot of this vegetation was coming from that unruly area that we had back there. So we're just going to take the time to remove as much as we can. There is some that's really far back that I'm not able to get to, but we're cleaning the front portion of this bed. So I hope everyone is enjoying the weather. I hope that it's cooled down in your area. I know a lot of you said that you're still in the 90s, close to 100. I am sending blessings to you, and I hope that those blessings include some cool weather. So if you're planning on working on any projects in the fall, leave them in the comment section because it gives others, ideas as to like what they could be doing to improve their landscape as well. So comments are always welcome and I appreciate them. So as you can see, we pulled down all of that unruly ivy that was creeping up the side of my home. I had been looking at that for some time now, and I just didn't have the energy to get behind the sand cherry and pull it down. But today, being that we're taking care of all of this area, I decided that I would take the time to be able to pull it down. Some people really like the way that the ivy creeps up like stone structures, but it's really not good to have it on your home because of the way that the ivy attaches to the structure itself. So I'm glad that I pulled it down. The good thing is that the way that it attached with all of those like little, I call them like little fingers, if it's on like vinyl or any other type of structure, it leaves stains that you cannot get off. But because my front of my home is actually stone, it didn't leave any of those stains because you really can't see it because of the color difference. But always be on the lookout. If you have ivy growing up your home, once you pull it off, it's gonna stain it just because of, I think it's just the, I'm really not sure. I think that is a combination of the actual suckers that get attached and then the sap that's coming from them. But if you guys know exactly the reason why it stains, leave it in the comments because I know everyone would definitely like to learn it. And you'd be surprised. All of you read each other's comments and I just absolutely love it. So if there's ever any questions or if you have information, leave it in the comment because you'll never know, it will help someone else. If not me, someone else in the community. So I believe you pronounce the name of this is anemone, and I love it. Our landscaper, when we originally purchased a home, we did have a landscape company at that time. I was so new to everything that I needed someone to just guide me and suggest different plants that I should be putting up front. Now, in this space, there were huge yews, and they were probably about higher than the bottom of the window. And whenever it would snow, we get heavy snow like in the wintertime, they would drop all the way down to the ground. And the bottom portion, they were basically just twigs at the bottom. So it was really not very pretty to be able to look at. So we had those ripped out a couple of years after we had moved into the home. After we knew, we had went through a couple of winters, we knew what we wanted to have removed. So we removed those out. We also removed a bunch of the boxwoods that were huge up towards the house where the juniper trees are, and then also flanking the pathway. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't added back any boxwoods in the front, is because we tore them out. They were overgrown, and I just wanted to have more of like an open expanse, at least leading up to the house itself. So right now I'm just deciding on how I'm going to be extending the bed. Right now it's about, I say about 2 feet in the middle portion, and then it comes out a little further where the juniper tree is. So what I want to do is I want to take the bed and swoop it from the end of the juniper tree, swoop all the way over to the evergreens on the other side. So I'm using this water hose to just give me some type of like swoop, and once I get it the way that I like it, I'm gonna go in with a little paper bags. I don't have any cardboard. Last week was the cardboard pickup, and I wasn't thinking that I was gonna be doing it this time. So I'm out of all of the cardboard because I did recycle it. But I have the very thick lawn bags that I'm going to be cutting up, and then also some other paper bags from Trader Joe's. So we're just going to lay them out. We're going to wet them down, and then we're going to cover them up with some mulch, and then we're going to sit with it. We're going to see if we like the shape of the bed as we extended it, and then we're going to let the cardboard break down and kill the grass, and then we're going to plant in it. Now I know that it takes a while for the cardboard to break down. We're going to give it about a week because I just want to make sure that I like the placement, the extension that we created. And then we're going to plant in, we're going to move around a lot of the smaller plants that are currently were on the edge, but we're going to move them out to the new edge. So I had to go back to Lowe's right after I put down the paper. I realized that I had used the last 3 bags of the cedar mulch on the side when we were refreshing below the screen last week. So I went and I picked up 3 bags. This is a local mulch blend. It's cedar. It doesn't have any dyes. It's natural, and I really like the way that it will benefit my soil. So I've been slowly switching over to this blend. It's at Lowe's. It costs about $3.98. You don't have to worry about it fading, and also all of the dyes that are in the mulch that usually goes on sale, which is usually like 2 for $10. 5 for $10, $2 each. Usually when they have like their Spring Fest and when Home Depot has their equivalent as well. So I have decided to just stick with the natural cedar mulch and just refresh all of my beds with it. So I've been slowly doing it throughout the season, and I just decided to be able to do it in the front as well.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals.
So I'm liking the additional planting space that this extension is offering. So I'm just going to let you guys see how it looks now. And then what I'm going to do is place some plants that I picked up, and then we'll talk through the differences and what I'm going to be moving around in the bed in the coming week.
Running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do.
So I'm debating if I'm going to be adding these hydrangeas here in the front. So I picked up 3 of them. They were marked down from $24.99 down to I think $9.97 or $9.99. So they were an amazing deal. We got $15 off. I picked up 3 of them, and so I'm just placing them here in a nice little swoop. So what I'm going to do is the blue ficus that we have in the back, I'm going to move it over into this section. Now we have 4 of them now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate them all closer towards the front because those are lower plants. So we're going to move them along the edge, and we're just going to do a nice little swoop. So I just wanted to show you guys a close-up. It's just a generic hydrangea. It's from Vigoro, and these are the specs. They're hardy in my area, and I love hydrangea. I have one in the back that didn't do too well. I think I'm gonna have to pull it out. We didn't get hardly any blooms this year. So I definitely think I might either be going back and getting another one or using one of the 3 that I have here. So I picked up some mums, some cute little burgundy mums. I got 6 of them. I'm gonna put 3 underneath the juniper on the left-hand side and 3 on the right-hand side. And we are gonna be doing our makeover for the front porch in the next video. So I'll be planting up these plants as well as the hydrangea if I decide to keep them there, and we're going to be adding nice cozy decor to the front porch as well. So make sure, if you're not already subscribed and have your bell notification on, make sure you do it today so that you won't miss that video, because I absolutely love all of my front porch videos and I know you guys love them as well. So thanks. So just make sure that you guys leave me a comment down below about the staining of the privacy fence on my neighbor's side. And I just wanted to thank you guys for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a brief recap as usual of a couple of my favorite projects that we've done throughout the season. So I just want to thank you again for joining me today, and I'll see you back here next Sunday. Until then, have a blessed day.